Okay, so we've started learning about the RV32M and RV64M assembly instructions, but we don't care, as usual, about the actual instruction encoding. We just want a checklist to keep track of things. And again, as a reminder, the RV64M, just like RV64I, the extensions include the RV32M versions. So we learned about the RV32M mul, which keeps only the lower half. This H version of mul right here, these three variants, is going to be the versions that keep the upper half. We learned about div-u, the unsigned operand version of division, and of course we have a div here, which is probably going to be implicitly signed, and rem-u, the remainder unsigned operands, and the rem is probably going to be the signed version as well. So our takeaways from example 1 is that if we have a multiplication or division that is not a power of 2, then if the compiler has support for the M extension, the multiplication extensions, then it'll generate multiplication, division, or remainder operations using new assembly instructions. We saw previously when the multiplication or division was by a power of 2, it would just use shifts because that's far more efficient. We also saw our first multiply, which keeps only the lower bits. Perhaps we would want to see a multiply that keeps the lower and upper bits, but as we can see, we stored the result of the multiplication back into an unsigned 64-bit integer, and that means whatever the result, it's going to just throw away the top 64 bits and keep only the bottom 64 bits, and that's why we only saw a multiply that keeps the lower 64 bits.